Cash replies and says it's because he took care of the whole God Watcher thing. Cash says, well, you said it was tied to your friend's Minecraft account, right? Cash says, well, I moved it to mine. And Cash says because all he had to do was deactivate his account and buy a new one. And I didn't notice before, but his gamertag has changed from cashing checks to checks cashed. Cash goes on to explain that the, quote, God Watcher took care of the bill. Apparently $42 is just enough for a new Minecraft account and a large pizza. It was no coincidence that Cash was in the same time zone as the people who played on this server. He was one of the people that played on this server. That's why he was whitelisted on every server he joined. He wasn't the next person the God Watcher would torment, he was the current. It somehow convinced him that he was a whole other person trying to solve this mysterious server. All to remember just how wrong he was. The next day after this video was posted, Cash's profile picture changed to this image. And since I've edited this video, I went back to Riley's channel, and at some point, it was also changed to that same image. I have not been able to get into contact with either of them. If you saw this playlist, what would you think of it? Maybe just an unsuccessful attempt at a survival multiplayer server? Well, the story told by this YouTube playlist is one of a server that was attacked by an unknown person or entity that caused the disappearance of every single member. We'll start at the beginning. We see one member named Copper X Mason, who appears to be the owner of the SMP, introducing the server while waiting for other people to join.
Welcome to the start of the Astral SMP. Yes, I use a voice changer because my parents are worried about the internet. I've always wanted to start a server with my buddy, and he had the idea to make this one more interesting. So I invited a bunch of people off Discord to come be a part of it.
This is the Astral SMP. So the feature Mason is talking about is the fact that players play in the same world but can't actually see each other, only the changes that each of them make to the world, which unfortunately made the server and the members incredibly vulnerable as to what was to come. Anyway, he goes AFK while he waits for people to join, and then he's suddenly jump scared when the blocks around him start to break, putting him in a hole. But this is just revealed to be another member of the server going by the name of Barry. Barry seems to be good friends with Mason. They talk back and forth for a while, and then Barry says, "Did you end up letting that one guy on?"
Oh, yeah, he's talking about Winter. Yeah, it's a guy, I don't really know him that well, but I saw him, yeah, he's like a mutual friend off Discord or something, so I let him on.
Winter is a huge red flag in my book. I mean, literally, he's a person who you don't know well being invited to a server where you cannot see or keep tabs on anyone. And I was sort of right, because you'll see later in this episode, Winter is a part of some weird stuff that goes down, but let's get some context first. Winter eventually hops on, and after one awkward conversation later, the server starts. Mason immediately goes mining because he says he's trying to be the first to defeat the Ender Dragon.
This is the most banana